In Hamilton, Texas, the county courthouse stands quiet, as it should on a warm Saturday evening in the spring. Hamilton is a quiet town, but we've discovered something here. You see, they do things a little differently in Hamilton. And the first place to look is around back of the courthouse on this special Saturday night.
You just look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're so skinny. You look...
Sometimes, and it's a cliche, but you hear, you're stepping back in time, but really, and the kids will probably agree sometimes that, they'd rather be in a big city, but at times like these, they'd rather be in a small town. It doesn't work that way. Okay, how you gonna put it in this corner right here? Can we move that over just a little bit? And Carrie, we have pins for the guys' stuff and some safety pins for the girls if they need those.
Patricia Leach scrambles with last-minute details as the courthouse lawn fills up with people. She's been handed the baton to orchestrate one of Hamilton's proudest traditions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2003 Hamilton High School Senior Prom Grand March. Josh Glover, Amber Carter.
Go around, go down and meet, and then when it's time to exit, you're gonna go off to the left. This is my third year to teach in Hamilton. I grew up here all my life, but when I came in with this group of sophomores, they're now seniors, and it's kind of like your babies have grown up and now they're going away to college, and it's kind of sad. You're going that way.
We go this way?
Yes.
They call it the Grand March, and the whole town shows up on senior prom night with cameras in hand to honor its high school kids. You see, they do things a little differently here in Hamilton, and the prom here is, well, like a national holiday.
It makes me feel wonderful because, not all these kids get this, on a daily basis like they should, and it helps them out. Everybody needs a pat on the back, and this is a big community pat on the back.
Aaron Nichols, Rusty Fuquay.
Like a nervous mother hen, Patricia watches as her brood proudly parades by in grand style. And as the last couple turns and strolls away, the crowd packs up and heads out to the barn. You see, they do things a little differently here in Hamilton.
We take the tractors out and put them outside, all equipment, everything out of the barn. We let them set up tables, put their food in there, and dance and have a good time.
The senior prom looks more like a covered dish supper because you got to remember they do things a little differently in Hamilton.
That's the next one right there. I don't know.
John and Dorothy Schoedel's barn's got to be the only one around with valet parking.
They would throw the hay down from up there into this here. Right here is where the hay went. So this is where the hay went right here. All along here. Hi, how are you, Mona? My granddaughter was getting married, and she needed a place to have a wedding reception. And she looked in Aylman, she looked in Hamilton, she looked in the country, she looked in Austin. She couldn't find anything. Finally, they came out here one afternoon, and they said, Granny D, why don't we have the wedding reception in the barn? And they said, okay, we'll have the wedding reception in the barn. So we had to start cleaning the barn. I made this for the bride's room to change clothes, right here. We put, see all the old boards here? They're all original boards.
We have given new life to this old barn, and the boys at Fort Hood tell us, said, don't tear that old barn down. We use it for a pattern to come into Fort Hood with their planes. And so we said, all right, we'll try to fix it up. And so we started fixing it up, and that red roof up on top, I put that red roof up there where the boys could see it. And it's a landmark of the whole county.
Where else but prom night in Hamilton, Texas, will you find tuxedos and overalls? The young and the old celebrating and honoring one another. It's a tradition that's older than most of the folks here. It's that same sense of tradition that kept John and Dorothy Schoedel from tearing down this old hay barn.
I got friends here that help me just do everything we want to do. It's just wonderful.
Are you Wanda's daughter, or?
I'm her granddaughter, Michelle.
Oh, see,
On a warm springtime evening, we found a place where there is no gap between the generations, only mutual respect, where everyone is a neighbor, where sir and ma'am are a part of every sentence. You see, they do things a little differently here in Hamilton, Texas, a town that's, well, more like one big family.
You know, the Plum Creek that joins there, that was my dad's place, joined Grandma Sider's. A long time ago, you know, everybody, they came here struggling and they worked together to achieve what we have, and it means a lot to them. It's a nice, congenial type atmosphere. You don't have to lock your doors. It's that type of community. Everybody appreciates having that when you look around to other places, and it's something we have that maybe a lot of places don't have. And it's something that everyone will want to keep forever, including the next generation and the next generation after that if possible.